Hi everybody, Matt Mariglia here to continue on with our training in School World's teacher sites, teacher websites. Today we're going to look at another specific part of it called advanced homework or homework. It's located under applications on the left. You can see we have our site content, our applications, advanced management. Unless you change the names of these, it should be the second tab down, and you can see it says advanced homework here. It's going to change depending on which you use. There are two that you can use, advanced homework or homework. So you have to choose early on how you want your homework to be displayed. There's two options. The first option that's the default is the advanced option. The second option, which I would think most of you might use, is the calendar option. It's much easier to add things. It depends on how detailed you want to be in terms of adding things into your site. First thing we probably should look at is the intro message. Very similar to everything else. You can change this. The default is there. Your introductory paragraph about homework. Maybe it might be your philosophy on homework and how often you give it and how you want kids to actually do it. So I would start with the introductory paragraph first, the intro message first. So let's go back to applications again. The next thing, even though it doesn't have it in order, is we have to go into classes or categories. We have to add a class. And depending on the level at which you teach, whether it be elementary level or the high school level, you want to be as specific with this name as possible. If it's just general homework throughout the class, it's fine. If you're an elementary teacher, you might want to break it up based on the subjects you teach. If you're a middle or high school teacher, you might want to break it up based on the class sections you teach, or if you teach more than one prep, you might want to break it up into American History 11 or Government 12. Break it up into that. Let's say for the sake of argument today, I'm just going to put Social Studies 7. I'm going to hit Save. So it gives me a category then. I can click on these categories and I can edit them. I can change the name. I can make them active or inactive, especially if you've taught a course and then in the second half of the year you don't teach the course, but you don't want to get rid of everything. You can make it inactive and then make it active again, so you don't have to recreate it all over again. And it allows you to delete it if you want to get rid of it. So let's go back over here to applications and our homework again. So we have a category created. We're going to now add an assignment. This is the more advanced way of adding assignments. You can see there's a lot here. The default that comes up is a recurring assignment that gives a title, some directions, a date between the time. It might be where you would add a project if you wanted to be very specific. Okay, you can add shorter, more multiple assignments by hitting multiple assignments. It gives you the option to add 5 at a time, as you can see as I scroll here. Or you can change your homework settings, which we will get into in a moment. But this is the basic advanced way of adding assignments. This is the first option of doing it. For those of you looking at this and saying, man, I have to type this in every single time. I want to add an assignment. This is very daunting. I don't want to be this specific. You probably would use option 2, which is the calendar option. So we're going to click on Change Homework Settings. And this is where it tells us which option we're using. Currently, we're using Advanced Homework Settings. This middle message is super important. It says to simply display a monthly calendar with your assignments, please use this page. And this is just the regular old homework settings that we probably most of us would use. It says it's ideal for elementary school, but I think it's also ideal for sometimes middle, even sometimes high school teachers if they just want to put out basic idea of when things are due, which most of us would do. Many of you have created your calendar on your site already, and this is asking you whether or not you want those assignments that you're creating to appear on that calendar. The default is yes. I would probably leave it as yes, seeing as that's the whole reason why we have a calendar. People might click on that first, and they're going to see the district events and your building events and your homework assignments from your class. So we're going to go from advanced to the other option by clicking this. And you can see the interface is much different. It's just basic boxes, and it puts you out each month. Which is nice. You can get ahead of time. You can pick what month you want to show. Since I'm in August, I might want to move to September, seeing as that's when the school starts. I hit Show Month, and it changes the dates for me. It's current. So let's say I had an assignment on the first day of school, which I believe is the 8th, and it was due on Wednesday. I might put bring back forms with signatures. especially if you're planning ahead and you want to plan out your homework for the week. Let parents know ahead of time. You can do that pretty simply. I'm going to hit save. And when I go to my site now, just to see what it looks like, and I click on that homework, that calendar appears. I got to move to the correct month. Show month. You can see my assignment shows up there. And this is the basic view of homework. And I love that it's a month, and people can see what back things were due, what things are maybe due in the future. And really, it's up to you how far you go with it ahead. So this is the basic what it looks like when you're using just the homework. They call it just homework, not advanced. It's probably the one that most of us are going to use. I can edit assignments that I've created. So I can go back into my monthly calendar like I just did and change them quite simply by clicking on them. Getting back to September, going in there, highlighting it, changing it, typing it. It's nice to give you a spell check for those of us that type quite quickly and check and see what we've done wrong. So we'll go back to applications one more time to homework. You can see homework is on here now, not advanced homework. And if I decide, hey, this is not working for me, I want to do something a little more advanced, I can click here and I can go back to an advanced feature. When we're adding assignments in the advanced feature, as I told you at the beginning, it's a totally different interface and it's a lot more detailed than the calendar view. So those are the basic options, the advanced option or the calendar option. You'll be maybe going back and forth between them early on to see what works for you. Choose the one you think works best, but it's nice that they give you the calendar view and both views. It's a nice feature of School World that was not included when it first was up and running. So good luck with your homework assignments and adding them to your website, and hopefully it's something that parents will take a look at along with the students that you have.